Hey guys, Deutsche Americana here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, The Fire Rises. Picking up from where we left off, we have formed a new alliance with our Western European allies and other right-wing governments. We formed the Pact of Steel, which is also the name of a certain alliance formed in 1939, which is also known as the Axis, but now we're the good guys now. Kinda. Well, there are some bad people like these guys. These guys are pretty suspicious too. I don't know. But we're suspicious of them too. And they want to bring fascism and Nazism back. We just want to bring the monarchies back. Also, some unfortunate news. The Soviets have conquered the Balkans. They've took over Serbia. And we made our conquests too. Like, we helped France take over Iberia. Also, which was formerly known as Spain and Portugal. Now it's probably going to end up being the Iberian Union when it's all said and done. Also, France has taken over Cyprus, and they might invade Turkey real soon. So we're going to have to back them up on that. I think they're about to attack Turkey. No, I don't think they're going to attack Turkey yet. But right now we are preparing for the great trial against the USSR. And hopefully this time we will win. We already stationed troops in the east. We've deployed the Imperial German Army on the eastern border, and we are about to send, and once we get more divisions in, we'll put them up in Karelia. We just need more divisions. I mean, since Czechia has been in a crisis since after the First European War, our conquest of them will be swift and quick, definitely. And then we'll get on to the Minsk Treaty Organization, also known as the Minsk Pact. And then we'll take control of their puppet states, and then we'll march to Moscow, and then we'll defeat the USSR. Seems like some people recommend moving the capital, or the Hauptstadt, can move the Hauptstadt to the west and move it from Berlin in case Berlin gets captured, but we're gonna have our capital remain in Berlin, and we're gonna commit to the defense of Berlin. Alright, let's prepare for the new European Crusade. And we will station the Imperial German Army in Norway.
Neue Ansichten, Herr Kommandant.
mean, if we have if our generals are competent enough, ooh,
Taxi bereit.
we can put more divisions in
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
there. Alright, now we can station them. And then we'll just have them take the Kola Peninsula and Murmansk. Like this. This is how it's gonna go. Yeah, it's just gonna take over the Kola Peninsula, and then after that they'll move down to Leningrad. And then most of our divisions will be in the east. There's one army already stationed in the Balkan Federation in Greece. They're about to move into Bulgaria and ex-Yugoslavia as well as Albania. We have much of the Imperial German Army in the east, as I've already established. They're ready to invade West Poland and Czechia. And once we capture them, then we will march to the USSR and then we'll take them out. Kapoof! And then we will, you know, restore Germany back to its former glory. And now we will do full Rache. And then we'll declare war on Czechia and the Polish Reclamation Government. But we need more companies. Logistics. There's a signal company. Ooh, field hospitals. We need them. We can't forget those field hospitals. And military police to suppress any partisans that may want to dare challenge our authority. So, seems like a plan to me. And then we'll make Kaliningrad Königsberg again. Like, even though, the Soviet occupation, even though the occupation of Germany ended completely in 1990, there's still only one part of occupied Germany left. It's Kaliningrad. There's also some other lands that the Polish have. Like, look at this. All this right here belongs to us. Period. And East Poland, they're occupying some parts that are rightfully ours, too. And we want them back. And that's what we're about to do. That is what we are all about. Let's send two more divisions up north. active steel forces are crossing the Oder. We're calling in everybody. Alright. Oops. Today, the world woke up to another war. Now, there's 2 wars going on in the world. There's one in Asia, and now there's another one in Europe. Second European war has begun. The world will never be the same again. Final showdown. Can do Untermen and Huss.
Roger, I see us.
What we'll do is we'll
Taxi bereit.
have a blitz through Czechia.
Jawohl, Herr
Easy.
Kommandant.
We don't need that music.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
Herr Kommandant?
Yeah, watch how easy
Herr Kommandant?
it is to take over them. See? Look at that.
Los, Marsch, Marsch!
Durchhalten, bin unterwegs.
We're crossing the Oder. What have they done?
Volle Straße!
What are you guys doing?
Wie wäre es mit Kopfstahl, Schweinehund?
Alright, we shall take Polsen. Bingo.
1-6, hier 1-4, sind am Sammelpunkt Alpha. Bleiben auf Empfang. Erbitte Status. Over.
Alright, let's now send them to... Let's now go ahead
1-6, hier 1-4, sind am Sammelpunkt Alpha. Bleiben auf Empfang.
and
Erbitte
deploy
Status.
these
Over.
people to the east. Let's move them in droves to the eastern flank.
Jawohl.
Until they call in everybody, so we can just strike immediately at them. We can just, you know. Because if I do it now, it won't.
Taxi bereit.
Like, look at this. Can only let me select a few. Like, only one country. Doesn't... Even though they're like a puppet Soviet Union and we're at war with the USSR right now, can only let us select one. I'm gonna work on a little something, little speech as we begin to, as we start to move to the east and defeat communism once and for all. Solange haben die Sowjets unsere europäischen Brüder im Osten bestellt gehalten. Jetzt ist an der Zeit, die Freiheit weiter in dem Osten so hoch zu bringen und den Kommunismus aus Europa zu verbannen. Jetzt ist die Zeit gekommen, für Freiheit und Frieden zu kämpfen. Gott mit uns, Kameraden. Für die Kaiser. Sorry, I had to do that. Alright, there we go. Now we can
Herr Kommandant?
go ahead and start deploying some divisions. This army group will go and sweep the Balkans.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
This guy will unleash Operation Barbarossa. Zwei will go all the way to, from the Baltics, all the way down to the Zaporizhia region. Alright, let's begin the offensive. Fürs Vaterland. Also, we're making, hopefully we can make some gains up here as well. Or at least hold back the Soviets. Oh, I haven't called them. I haven't called any of my allies. There we go. Alright. Nie wieder Kommunismus. Here we have, we're gonna retake Königsberg. We're already wiping out the Poles. The Soviet Polish puppet state. We're destroying them. Doesn't look like peace up north. Would you look at that? We're having some victories up there.
Herr Kommandant? Schütze, 10 Uhr! Jawohl, Hauptmann. Wasser 1-6 unterwegs und klar für Luftunterstützung.
We're gonna march into Lithuania.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt?
Durchhalten, bin unterwegs.
Oh boy, look at the Balkans. It's looking pretty good.
Jawohl.
Let's go ahead and take those two
Rückwärts, Marsch!
islands.
Und zum Feind!
Estonia. Let's leave nothing for the Soviets. We'll leave absolutely nothing for them. There goes Hungary.
Jawohl.
We have captured Hungary. And now we shall order him to march to the Caucasus, march from the Balkans to the Caucasus, and now we have our Hungarian puppet state. And we're gonna take Slovakia. Okay, now we're making some
Vorwärts,
progress.
Mako, Ziel markieren. Wasser 1-6 unterwegs und klar für Luftunterstützung.
We gotta take Murmansk. There it
Verstanden.
is.
Halten unsere Position.
Murmansk is captured.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt? Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt?
1-6, hier 1-4 sind am Sammelpunkt Alpha. Bleiben auf Empfang. Erbitte Status. Over.
Alright, let's go ahead and take the Kola Peninsula with us.
Taxi bereit. Jawohl.
Speaking of cola, I'm drinking some Coca-Cola right now. There we go. We got some puppet states in Croatia and Serbia. Looks like the Italians have taken Albania, and Bulgaria has been puppeted by Greece.
Jawohl, Hauptmann.
Is this the beginning of the return of the Byzantine Empire? I don't know. And we have taken down Slovakia. They're now a puppet state too.
Wie wäre es mit Kopfstadt, Schweinehund?
We've taken Königsberg too. Now it's time we take Romania. All of Eastern Europe will be under our influence.
Vorwärts, Mako, Ziel markieren.
That's Romania for you. Alright, let's not stop there. Let's head into Moldova and then Ukraine. We're gonna close the gap in Kharkov. Or not Kharkov. I'm not talking about them, I mean Krakow. We're gonna take Krakow. There's a lot of divisions encircled there. And of course we will establish the Russian Liberation Army. And they're going to be an interim government, and then we're going to have them take control of free Russia. We've just taken Kyiv. Now we're going to cross the Dnieper River.
Marschgeschwindigkeit erreicht.
Gotta take Crimea. It's been occupied since 2014. And that's a long time. There goes Poland. Now they are a monarchy. But why are they called the Polish People's Republic? I don't get it. Alright, Babarossa Shvai was a success. We've captured our objectives. Now we shall push to the AA line. Now we're rolling through the Donbass. We're just taking over Crimea. Ain't this just lovely? There it is. Now we took Rostov, and now we're gonna capture the Caucasus. Now the Russians are the Soviets are completely expelled from Ukraine and Belarus. And the Baltic states, too. Moscow is in our reach. Here it is, the Battle of Moscow has begun. As we're advancing. We even took Stalingrad. Would you look at that? Now we're moving into the Caucasus, taking it over. And now we're about to... And as I was about to...
1614 sind am Sammelpunkt Alpha. Bleiben auf Empfang. Erbitte Status. Over.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt?
Just as I was about to encircle Moscow, myself, the AI did it for me. Props to them. Oh no. And it looks like they are using this group, you know, since this guy's a neo-Nazi, sort of a neo-Nazi. Now they're using this as propaganda. Now they're making us look like Nazis. Who was responsible for this? I want names. But not that's gonna matter, as we have already taken over. We're already in Moscow, so it's not that it's gonna matter. There it is. Moscow is in our hands.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Jawohl.
Now we've completely taken over the Caucasus. Now this is all they have left. This is all that's left of the Soviet Union.
Roger, ich sehe euch.
Now we're gonna
Zu Ihren Diensten, Herr Kommandant.
have division encircle the... Oh! It's happening. They surrendered. There we go. Pact of Steel has been victorious in the Second European War. We won. The end. The order is born. Oh! Yeah, that song from Vladivostok FM. You know, Rockstar removed that, now it's in this mod. That's a good song. 1, 2, 3, schicke, schicke Schweinen.
Marschgeschwindigkeit erreicht.
That's a good song right there. I love it.
Vorwärts, Mako. Ziel markieren.
Jawohl.
Jawohl, Hauptmann.
Alright, let's just send them... Let's just send these divisions back to Germany.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Here it is. This is the post-Soviet Europe. Got some new puppet states. Duchy of Belorussia. United Baltic Duchy. The Ukrainian Hetmanate. There's the Ciscaucasian military occupation zone, and there's the Russian national state. And we've also occupied Karelia too. So yeah, this is basically TNO right here. These borders mimic TNO. Yep. Nie wieder Kommunismus. And as a gesture of goodwill, we even gave the French occupation in the southern Caucasus as a gesture of goodwill. And we have some puppet states in the east. We puppeted much of the ex-USSR, and what's left are all just warlords. Here's what's left of the Soviet government, by the way. These two. They're what's left. There's Patriotic Union of Russia. And there's the Nazbols right here. I heard they were gonna get a get content in Russia soon. The Nazbols, along with Just Russia for Truth, they're also gonna get some content in the future update. There's the Yakut. And there's the Russian Free Republic. Also, looks like China's winning the Great Asian War. That's so now there's gonna be a Cold War with China now. There might be a three-way Cold War because right now Germany and France are really not the best of friends. You know, they both have different ideologies in the Pact of Steel, and who knows? It's possible, it's very likely that they are going to go to war over it. But who will win? I don't know. I'm not going to... This will be the last part of this playthrough, so I'm not going to go after the French. You know, I just wanted to end it off with defeating the USSR. I'm not going to continue it. I mean, not that I'm a noob or something. I mean, you know, not that I'm bad at this game or anything. But I just wanted to end it there. Trump is still alive and well as of 2032. This country's going to have another election, and and we all know who's gonna win that election, with the GOP being very popular. Mexico is run by cartels. Bolsonaro seized back control of Brazil. Canada's led by Mark Carney. Kazakhstan's independent. Same with Turkmenistan. All these other countries right here. The former president of Kazakhstan just came back into office. It's nice. We got puppets down here. They're all under military. They're under a military dictatorship, it seems. I'm seeing it from Croatia. There's Hungary, Slovakia, Kingdom of Bohemia right here. They're under a regency. And finally, we have us, the German Empire. And we have, we've retaken Königsberg and East Prussia. And now we're stronger for the first time since the 1900s. We have our very own sphere of influence in Europe. And that is the end of this playthrough. I hope y'all enjoyed this playthrough, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord server. This has been Deutsche Amerikaner und auf Wiedersehen.